Yes, guys, I'm back. This is Azul Maksud. Today, I'm with another very much important topic here: real-time interview questions and answers related to Ansible playbook and deep dive insights. Why I have taken Ansible today? There is a valid reason. I had one peer or friend who used to work only for Ansible. As a DevOps engineer, his work was responsibility was upon only the Ansible. And recently, I heard that another person, he was our teammate. He also doing only the Ansible playbook, okay, and getting the very much high salary. So I thought that I need to focus upon Ansible playbook, and you guys must be helpful, I think. Here I have added my all the experiences. Of course, which one should be learned for you guys, I have added here. Here, this is part of my AWS DevOps series. This is my YouTube channel, and my AWS DevOps series started actually from here. 3-tier deployment with VPC, Nginx, load balancer, auto scaling. From here, then this one, this one, this one, this one. All of those are part of my AWS DevOps series. It's still not finished. Last one was on behavioral, and yes, my LinkedIn is here, and my GitHub is here. Yes, so here, um, first of all, what is Ansible? Ansible is an open source automation tool and used for IT tasks like configuration management. So keyword is configuration, application deployment, and provisioning. If you say only the configuration management, that's also good enough. It simplifies this process by using simple syntax written in YAML file. This is the keyword. Ansible is written on YAML file. Terraform is written on HashiCorp language, HCL. Same way, you have to know which one is used. And this YAML file is called the playbooks. So this is the keyword. A major benefit of Ansible is that it's agentless, man. Okay. Why Ansible is used very vastly? This is agentless, meaning it does not require software installation on the nodes it manages. That means it does not require software installation. Nothing extra installation, no need. Instead, it uses SSH, please remember this keyword, or PowerShell to push configuration. Ansible is push based. Okay. Yes, see here, configuration, YAML file, playbooks, agentless, does not require software installation. It uses SSH or PowerShell. Then this is push based. That's finished, man. Easy. Real-time example. Imagine you are managing 100 servers for a global web application. Manually updating software across all these servers is inefficient and prone to human error. See here, human error. This is also keyword. Why we are doing the automation? Because to reduce the human error. With Ansible, you can automate the deployment process using a playbook. Where is Ansible? You must have to have the playbook. This playbook can roll out updates to all the servers in minutes. Here is the minutes, but I think within seconds. Okay. Honestly, 5 to 10 second vastly used just for provisioning or configuration management like this with Ansible. It ensuring consistency, reducing downtime. Man, I said with earlier video, you must have to say frequently reducing downtime, because you will be hired to save the money also for the company. Company will choose which person will save the money, okay? So guys, please say several times, I have reduced the downtime like this way. I have reduced downtime like this way. Okay, in the interview, Interviewer will be very much happy. So troubleshooting scenario, if a server fails down the update, you can review the Ansible log to pinpoint whether it's a connectivity issue, SSH failure or not, or a package conflict, or a missing dependency. Ansible idempotent, the nature ensures you can rerun the playbook and it will only apply the necessary changes. See here, this is very much important. Only apply the necessary changes. So which one? The necessary changes. So if server fails, of course server will be fail. You should say also this one, if the server fails, what will be done. You can review the Ansible log. Log is a key point here, a keyword, to pinpoint whether it's a connectivity issue, SSH failure or not, because Ansible works with SSH, right? So SSH failure must be happen. You should know how to see this is the SSH failure or not, or any package conflict or not. You should know also this one, or any missing dependency or not. So you must have to see the log. I am giving the also underline here. Yes, it's easy troubleshooting scenario. You have to say first the trouble. If the fails, then I'm going to the log. Easy to see SSH and package. And you can rerun. I can rerun this one, the playbook. It will only apply the necessary changes. This is the beauty of the Ansible. I like Ansible for this reason. Only apply the necessary changes. Then why is automation important in configuration management? Automation in configuration management ensures consistency, reduces human error, I said earlier, and accelerates and the deployments. By automating processes like server setup, software installation, companies achieve uniformity across environments, reduces downtime, again the downtime, and enable rapid scaling. Okay, these kinds of work you have to say: scaling, downtime. Okay, so yeah, why automation is needed? Main is the reduces human errors. You must have to say these 3 words. Then real-time example, consider an e-commerce platform. Man, please remember, say the e-commerce platform or e-commerce project I have finished, because almost 80 to 90% jobs are coming from the e-commerce. So please say that this keyword, e-commerce platform or e-commerce project, like that. So consider an e-commerce platform preparing for Black Friday. Just think about the Black Friday in the USA specifically. Too much traffic here in the Black Friday. The operations team needs to spin up to 200 additional servers. In the Black Friday, we cannot go to the shopping mall. With the IT guys, most are involved for this reason. Specifically the DevOps guys, we have to stay alive in the night time also. Yeah, to spin up 200 additional servers in the cloud. With automation tools like Ansible, this process can be triggered in minutes instead of hours. Very much important, very much important. Here it says that in minutes, it will be actually not minutes, within few seconds. Sometimes if there any traffic, no problem, then within few seconds. Ensuring readiness for high traffic. See this. If you say that I have managed high traffic in the Black Friday, spinning up extra 200 servers, then our sale was very much good in the Black Friday. If you say like that, man, maybe they will say, okay, please join with us immediately in the interview. I'm not joking, this is really, because people will hire you for the high traffic management, most of the people, honestly. Then troubleshooting scenario, in case of configuration change inadvertently brings down a service, automation with Ansible lets you quickly roll back to a stable state by executing a pre-tested playbook, minimizing service disruption. So yeah, this is the keyword, man. Pre-tested. You just made that playbook and you just using for the new uh, for 200 servers. No, you have to test many times. So pre-test it, you can say like that. To troubleshoot these kinds of scenario, I did pre-tested playbook and I prepared the playbook earlier. Then I could minimize service disruption. Okay, very good, man. Then how does Ansible work? Ansible works by connecting to nodes over SSH. When Ansible this sound is coming, SSH is coming. Please remember. Without Ansible, SSH cannot work. SSH is like the Ansible's hands, two hands, left hand, right hand, both are SSH. Pushing a small program modules and executing them remotely. This is the beauty. Also remember, SSH means you are executing it from remotely. These modules ensure the nodes reach the desired state without needing additional agents. So this is agentless, right? So these kinds of module, this program, small program module, ensure the nodes reaches the desired state. Maybe you need now 200 EC2, just desired state 200, without needing additional agents. Real-time example, you need to install Apache on 50. You can install Nginx also, but here I have given the Apache one. Apache 2 is the latest one. Maybe asking the interviewer which Apache, so say the Apache 2. Apache 2. Okay, so Apache 2, I'm writing this one like this. On 50 new web servers, or you can write that 200. If you say 200, then interviewer will be very much happy. With Ansible, you can define a simple playbook like this. Man, please memorize this playbook. This is the just YAML format. You can write the three dash dash, or just you have to go here. First is hyphen or dash, then space. Here is one space. Then hosts. Hosts. If the single host, then also plural here. Hosts. This one. Hosts. Then web servers. Tasks. This host and task both are brothers. Then this is the child of task. So indentation is very much important here. So all kinds of task name, install Apache. Apache maybe 2, I have given here Apache 2. Install Apache 2. Then the which command? Yum. If you are using the Linux CentOS, then yum. Name equal httpd, state equal present. This is the beauty. If you write here absent, then it will not be happen. So I'm giving this one just, yeah, state equal present. This is also one more interview question it may be asking. How can you ensure that in the YAML file and the playbook your servers will be run? You can say that I will make sure that state equal present. That's good. Name, ensure Apache 2 is running. This is the name. Service, name, httpd, state started. See here, this state was present, this state is started. So you have to put in the present state first, then it is started. And name, actually this is not very much important. How do you write? You can write here ensure Apache 2. That's also good. Then service, name, httpd same, and but state is here at the place of service. This is started. Service is related with the deployment. That means when deployed, then this is started. Okay, some tricky point I have said you, okay, from my real life. This ensures Apache 2 is installed. I forgot earlier that Apache 2 is the newest one. Okay, so this ensures Apache 2 is installed and running on all the target servers. If you say installed and running, or present, running, or started. Started is the YAML language here, not running. Running is our language. Okay, then troubleshooting scenario. If one of the servers fail, Ansible's error reporting will show which node failed and why. If there is 200, if the single one is failed, then Ansible's error reporting will show which node failed and why. For example, it might indicate a repository issue or a package conflict, anything else. You can address this specific issue and rerun the playbook. Yes, so what is a playbook in Ansible? This is important. Everyone is important, but you must have to know this is also. A playbook is a YAML file that defines the steps Ansible should perform on target nodes. Playbooks are used for tasks like configuring servers, deploying applications, or orchestrating cloud infrastructure. Just you say that Ansible runs on the playbook making everything, or playbook configuring everything in the servers, any kinds of changes. That's also good. To configure a MySQL database across multiple servers, you can write a playbook to install MySQL. Just install MySQL. I'm saying this one, install MySQL. Create a database and configure user permissions. Remember, when any database you are installing, then also it has the create database, create, then user permission. User permission also you have to create user. So create, then create user permission. These two guys, if you say, then also the interviewer will get the impression that you know MySQL very well. So create a database, then configure user permission. Without user permission, the user cannot get reach of that MySQL database. Okay, then troubleshooting scenario. If the playbook fails to apply on certain servers, when the troubleshooting coming, then fails or errors, these kinds of words are coming. Check whether the correct user permissions are set or not. Yes, man. So I said earlier user, right? Very much important this is. So the correct user permissions are set or not, or if there is a version mismatch. Please remember to say this word, version. Ansible works with the version conflict also. So just for the version, I showed you here, right? Apache 2. The latest one is Apache 2, latest version for Apache. So some scenario, only the Apache not working. Apache 2, the latest version you have to put. I faced this one last week. Apache was not working with one server installation of Apache. Then I used the Apache 2. So version mismatching is very much important. Yeah, you have to say this word also in the interview. You can correct the issues and rerun the playbook without affecting other configurations. It's very much important. Without affecting. Just change this version. Apache if not working, then just Apache 2, right? Then it will be working. There will be no changes in the other configuration. Okay, then number 5. What is the primary difference between push-based and pull-based configuration management? I said earlier that Ansible is push-based, right? That means, of course, there is another one is pull-based. Just remember, pull-based is Puppet. AWS Puppet is pull-based. Yeah. Okay, I'm coming there. In push-based models like Ansible, the central server pushes configuration to nodes. It's easy. Push-based means central server. Central server pushes configuration to the nodes. In pull-based model like Puppet, the nodes pull configuration from the central server. Just reverse. Here is no confusion, okay? Just remember Ansible and Puppet. Ansible is push-based, Puppet is pull-based. Why the push-based? Central server pushes the configuration to the nodes. After changing the configuration, just pushes to the nodes. And in the Puppet, the nodes pull the configuration from a central server. This is the difference. Real-time example. Ansible's push model is perfect for scenarios where you need immediate update. Man, I'm saying something interesting and important. Why? you have to write in your resume, I have experience in Ansible. I would suggest no need to write for the Puppet, because Puppet is used not too much projects. So if you write that I have experience in the Ansible, then you will be selected earlier, or your selection will be preferred, because Ansible can do immediate updates like rolling out. Please remember these words: rolling out. How the update? Rolling out is security patch to critical servers. The push-based model ensures that all nodes are updated as soon as the playbook is run. Okay. So push-based model ensures that all nodes are updated as soon as the playbook is run. That means when playbook is run done, all are updated. This is the rolling out system. Immediately pushing. You can imagine if you push the water on the bucket. You have the bucket full of water. You just pushing those water in your front. So it's just flooding all the grounds at a time, right? So like that, Ansible doing the rolling out. This is the water is rolling out to the forward. So like that, Ansible rolling out all the updates, all the patches. I have a suggestion for you guys. If you say the updates, also please use sometimes this patch word. Patch is using vastly in the IT sector. Patch means the updates. Okay, then troubleshooting scenario. In a pool-based model, delays. See, pool-based, that means Puppet. Delays can occur if the node fails to contact the server to pull updates. Here is like that. You the central server, you have everything, and your younger brother, he has to take the update from you. So your younger brother has to come to you. Okay, pull. Then this is delays, But if you go immediately, if you push the update immediately to your younger brother, then he can accept, he can grab in his brain update very quickly. So for this reason, Ansible is better. So if delays occur, if the node is failed, then everything is failed. In Ansible, a push failure can be traced to SSH connectivity, incorrect IPs in the inventory, or SSH key permission issues. This is something interesting. So in the Ansible, if failure happened, then SSH connectivity, you can say, I search the address, the SSH connectivity is correct or not. Then IPs are correct or not. IPs in the inventory file has the IPs. And SSH key permission. When say SSH connectivity, also SSH key permission. Please memorize. When say SSH connectivity, then key permission. Without key permission, connectivity cannot be happened. Okay. Then how does Ansible handle authentication and security when accessing remote servers? Very much important. Authentication and security. Ansible uses SSH keys for Unix-like system and WinRM for Windows. So SSH keys for Unix and WinRM, Windows RM for Windows. Please remember, because we know vastly the SSH keys. Man, this is the senior level question for the Ansible. Very, very tricky. Very simple but tricky if you don't know. Ansible also using the Ansible, also we can manage the Windows server. Most of the servers are Unix or Linux, so we know the SSH only. No, man, also WinRM for the Windows. It can also leverage sudo for tasks that require elevated privilege. Sudo command for the Linux. For the elevated privilege, you have to put that the sudo. Why sudo is used in the Linux? For the privilege. That's it, like this for the Linux question. And sensitive data can be encrypted using Ansible Vault. See here, sensible data is encrypted using Ansible Vault. Ansible has Vault. So the question is authentication and security, right? So authentication is used by SSH keys and WinRM and sudo for the privilege. This from here, this is the authentication part. Then sensitive data can be encrypted using Ansible vault. This is the security part. This one, sensitive data can be encrypted using Ansible vault. So here is Ansible vault and SSH and WinRM. Okay, SSH for Unix or Linux and WinRM for Windows. For authentication, it comes also sudo for the privilege. Okay, then real-time example. Suppose you need to deploy an application that requires root access for certain tasks like installing software. You can configure sudo privilege within your playbook, ensuring the necessary permissions are in place. Here is the one YAML file. Hosts, then web servers become yes. Task, name, install package, apt. This is for Ubuntu. apt, name equal nginx, state equal present. So here is the nginx server. Earlier one was I showed Apache 2. This is nginx just. So yes, host and web servers. This is almost unique. All the almost 90% YAML file in the Ansible like that. Host web servers starts. Then become yes. Earlier you saw here host web servers, then task. Here's the task. This is task for installation. Installation present started. Then here the task. This is for install the package. Yes, so state should be present, and here is the package installation, and just showing that become yes. This is the smallest portion of a YAML file. Troubleshooting scenario. If you encounter permission errors, check whether the SSH key has the correct privilege or not. Permission error when coming, you have to check the SSH key has the correct privilege or not. That means sudo command. Yes, I confirm if the sudo command are correctly configured for the Ansible user on the target machine. Can Ansible manage a large number of servers simultaneously? Of course. This question will be had, okay? Ansible can manage thousands of servers simultaneously, executing tasks in parallel. It's scalable and handles large infrastructure efficiently. Real-time example. For a company with a multi-region cloud setup, you can configure 1,000 servers across AWS regions with a single playbook. See here, please use these words. I configured 1,000 servers across AWS regions, not only one region, man, many regions, with a single playbook, deploying updates and configurations in parallel. Deploying updates and configurations in parallel. Troubleshooting scenario. If you experience slow execution, consider using -f flag to increase the number of parallel connections Ansible opens. So troubleshooting scenario, this is very important. If you experience slow execution, see here slow, you can say that I have experienced slow execution, then I consider using -f flag to increase the number of parallel connections. You can also optimize inventory by grouping servers into smaller batches for faster control rollout. So also you can optimize inventory by grouping servers. Servers have the group in the inventory. You can see my Ansible video in the YouTube videos in my channel. I showed that how to grouping the servers like database servers, backend servers, frontend servers, all in the grouping. I showed it there, very much important, that one also. Yeah, into smaller batches for faster control rollout. Yes, then what are the benefit of using Ansible for configuration management? This is easy. Ansible is agentless architecture. This is the keyword I said earlier. simple YAML playbook using and idempotent execution ensure ease of use, scalability, and reliability. That's the Ansible is agentless. It's using YAML file in the playbooks, and it can deploy or change the any kinds of patches very quickly across thousands of servers within few seconds or within a minute. Okay, that's also fair enough. Real-time example, to maintain a fleet of web servers, that means maybe 1,000, you can regularly update software, apply security patches, and monitor system health using Ansible without worrying about conflicting changes. There should be no conflict about changes. The idempotent nature ensures that only the necessary changes are made. Only the necessary changes are made. This is the nature of idempotent here. Then troubleshooting scenario. If a change fails, Ansible verbose output helps identify the exact step causing issues such as failed package installation. You can modify the playbook to fix the problem and rerun it safely. You can say like this, there was some servers fail happened, then I saw the output, verbose output, that means -b. If you see, give the -b with the command, then it's coming the verbose output, helps identify the exact step. So after watching the verbose output, I could see the exact issue. Then I packages, it is maybe the package installation failure, then I install the package again, then I modified the playbook to fix the problem and rerun it safely. So rerun is coming again. Can Ansible be used for infrastructure provisioning? Of course, man. Ansible can automate cloud infrastructure provisioning across AWS, Azure, and other platforms, as well as manage traditional on-prem infrastructure. When the infrastructure provisioning is coming, then basically coming AWS, Cloud, GCP, like that. You can say like that, yes, I used Ansible to make the infrastructure provisioning also for AWS, Azure, anyone. So it's possible. Real-time example, provisioning a new EC2 instance and configuring security groups on AWS can be automated with an Ansible playbook. See here, anything new, EC2 instance and configuring security groups on AWS can be automated with an Ansible playbook. New EC2 instance and configure the security groups using just Ansible playbook. So question is, can Ansible be used for infrastructure provisioning? You will say that yes, I used for AWS infrastructure provisioning. I configured the playbook, Ansible playbook for the new EC2 instance. I added there the instance type. I added there the security group. Then just other YAML syntax I have added there. Then I run the Ansible-playbook run. That's it. Easy. Please see my Ansible video. You can learn more there. Then troubleshooting scenario. If your instance fails to launch, check AWS limits, missing permissions, and misconfigured security groups in the playbook. Of course, if the anything is fails, then I have to check the AWS limits, missing permissions. I have to see the permissions and misconfigured security groups. Security groups, SG, you have to see in the playbook. Then what challenge might you encounter when creating EC2 key pairs with Ansible, and how can it be addressed in a real world scenario? This is specific for the EC2 key pairs. Specific, you must have to know this one, this problem. Suppose you are automating the creation of EC2 instance using Ansible for a production environment. During a deployment, you notice that the private key used for SSH access was either misplaced or compromised. It happened. It happened many times. The private key is sometimes compromised. The challenge. A common challenge is handling the secure storage of the private key. If you don't store it securely after creation, it could be exposed, lost, or overwritten. So security key is very much important to store. Solution. When generating EC2 key pairs with Ansible, you can generate EC2 key pair also with Ansible. You should know that also. Everything in my video I said very clearly. Ensure to capture and securely store the private key immediately. Very much important. I store the private key immediately after creating or generating EC2 key pair. You have to say like that. A practical approach would be to save the key in the AWS Secrets Manager or HashiCorp Vault. HashiCorp Vault is vastly used for many reasons. This is also cheaper. You can say that HashiCorp Vault. I have a vast video, very in detail video for the HashiCorp Vault. You can see in my YouTube channel. You will not find out HashiCorp Vault video much in the YouTube. You can get help from there. Okay, or use the HashiCorp Vault for centralized secret management. You can also use the no log true attribute in Ansible tasks to prevent logging sensitive information. No underscore log equal true. That means there is no logging permission. So you can prevent logging sensitive information. This is also interview question. Some interviewer may ask you, how do you secure the sensitive information in the private key, specifically using the Ansible? Yes, I secure the private key using the Ansible. I'm using the no log true attribute in the Ansible tasks. Ansible task, I use this one. Here is the example. Name. See here, create EC2 key pair. Man, please memorize this one. Okay. This is the system name. Create EC2 key pair, then EC2 underscore key, then name my key pair. Everything is underscore is here. Region US East 1 or anything else. State present. Present means it will be here. Register key pair. Create. We say create, but Ansible language is register. Okay. I'm giving like this, then it's really easy for you. Create, register. This is our language. This is Ansible language. Register key pair. No log true. Wow, lovely, man. So register key pair, immediately you say that no log true. That means nobody can logging into that sensitive data. Then name, store private key in secret manager. So this is after creating secret manager. I have shown here. Also I can see that in Vault, HashiCorp Vault. Then AWS secret name :space, then this quotation, then / my app / EC2 / private underscore key. This is the format. You must have to follow this one. Then secret string. This is the variable here, and this is the variable for almost all kinds of changeable string in the Kubernetes also Ansible here also care from some sort of HashiCorp language. I used like this. So please remember this structure. This is the quotation, double quotation, then double curly braces, then key hyphen pair dot private key. See here private key, then see here key underscore pair, and here is the private key, right? These two guys are here. Key pair dot private key. Then region, then when key pair dot changed. Okay. So when key pair dot changed, then this string will be triggered. Then it will be stored in the secret like this way. You don't need to memorize this one. I will suggest to memorize, please from here, name to here. Create EC2 key pair. Please memorize this one. No need this one. Then troubleshooting. If the key is exposed, revoke the compromised key. One question may come. Key will be exposed. Of course, if you're working for more than 1 year in any project, you will find at least one time key will be exposed. So for precaution, uh, we are using the HashiCorp Vault in the project here. Also, you can use the AWS Secrets. Secrets have the price higher than HashiCorp Vault, so we are using the HashiCorp Vault here. Okay, so the question when exposed, then how are you doing? Then you say I revoked the compromised key immediately by creating a new pair and updating my instances with the new key. So you have to use this word revoke the compromised or existing key immediately. When I revoked the existing one, then of course I created the new one. Easy. And updating the instances with the new keys. And then another question, what advantages do Ansible AWS modules provide over simple shell commands in a real-time deployments? While setting up multiple EC2 instances for a production application, you need to ensure consistent configurations across your instances without manual intervention. Challenge: using simple shell scripts might work for smaller environments, but as complexity grows, maintaining infrastructure manually becomes error prone and non-repeatable. This is the challenges. Solution: Ansible AWS modules provide idempotency and can manage the entire AWS infrastructure declaratively. This is the declarative way. Okay, this is the declarative. For instance, instead of scripting each resources creation and teardown, you can or I can declare the desired state of my resources or your resources. And Ansible ensures that they are correct without duplication, very important, or conflict. So Ansible never doing that duplication. This is also Ansible's one more feature. For example, this ensures your EC2 instance is only created if not already present. Okay, YAML name ensure EC2 instance exists here. Then EC2 key underscore name colon key underscore my underscore key, like that. Then instance underscore type colon t2.micro, the instance type. Image AMI, anything else, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, anything else, state is present. So you have to write like this: the exist, then there is no more duplication. Troubleshooting: if instances are not created, Ansible will give you detailed error messages, making it easier to identify permission issues, region mismatches, or instance limits. So if not created, then it will give the detailed error message. So just remember that if not created, then I can get the detailed error message in the verbose output. So I can see if there is any permission or region mismatching or anything else, instance limits, I can see the problem. Then I have troubleshooted. I made the new inventory or new Ansible playbook run. I did. Then it's troubleshooted. How can you manage key pair duplication when automating with Ansible? Another question. While redeploying EC2 instances, Ansible errors out because the key pair already exists, leading to failure in automation. It happens. Then solution: implement idempotency by checking if the key pair exists before creating it. Before creating, you can say that I check the key pair whether this is exists or not. Use the state query. This is the very much important. State colon query feature to check the existence of a key pair. This kinds of thing is called feature in the Ansible. Okay, troubleshooting. If the key pair already exists, skip the creation task. That means if the key pair is here present, no need to create, right? So here is this one YAML file, the name check. If key pair exists, then EC2 key, name, my key, region, state. Here is state is query. Here is not the present. State is here is query. Okay. Then register key pair exists. State and register is here, but this one is query, not present. The name create key pair if not exists. Interesting thing is that Ansible, this kinds of sentence Ansible reads. This is the human readable process. Ansible is good for that also. When the name you writing anything else, create for me this one, create for me that one, Ansible also creating. This is the good thing. We don't think this in the I'm not saying, okay, I'm saying we don't think this one in the Terraform, okay, but Terraform is used for another reason. But if you know Ansible, most of the things, most of the occasions, you don't need to use the Terraform also. Okay, then EC2 key, name, my key, region, state present. State present has come here. First is state query, then state present. If you say that this answer is like that, how can you manage key pair duplication when automating the Ansible? Man, I'm giving you something important tips. The key pair duplication, just say that I put in the YAML file state query, then state present. First it is doing the query. If exist, then it is not creating. If not exist, then state is present, means creating. Okay, easy man, no need to remember like this, memorize like this. If duplicates occur, clean up stale key pairs. Remember, if duplicates one time occur, then you have to clean up the key pairs in the AWS or rename them dynamically. So best practice is just do the cleaning up, delete, then just make new one. How do you verify if an EC2 key pair already exists using Ansible, and what are common troubleshooting steps? Almost same thing. Okay. Before deploying new EC2 instances, I want to ensure I don't create duplicate key pairs. You can say here I instead of you. I written here first you. Okay. Then solution: use Ansible's EC2 key module to query existing key pairs and conditionally create new ones. So here YAML file name check if EC2 key pair exists, same thing earlier I said, right? Almost. Then query, then register is coming. Which one is query? This one, key pair exists or not. This is called register. State register, these two are looks like yeah, state is child of EC2 key, but register is brother of EC2 key. Okay, because the indentation, you can see the indentation here, same, right? Okay. Then name, create key pair only if it does not exist. Interesting thing, only is used here. So if not exist, after having the state query, this is called a state query. If you say in the interview, I did the state query first, the register key pair exist, then if not exist, then it should be present, state present. State query, state present. Okay man, after having the query, if not exist, then state present is valid. Okay, then troubleshooting. If the query fails due to permission issues, ensure that your IAM role has the necessary permission to query key pair. The permission issues, honestly, for 80% or 90%, just put the sudo command earlier. The permission issues are minimized. Okay, then what is the best practice for managing sensitive data in Ansible tasks during real-time automation? Best practice here. During an infrastructure deployment, your playbook logs reveal sensitive API tokens used for configuration, exposing critical information. So which one is API tokens. Please memorize this one. During an infrastructure deployment, playbook logs reveal sensitive API tokens, which one is used for configuration, exposing critical informations. So during the infrastructure deployment, the playbook logs is revealing this one. Please memorize this one. The solution use no lock true. I said you right, no lock true. For the password earlier I said you. Attribute to prevent sensitive data like password, API keys, or private keys from appearing in logs. Why the reason? So this is the reason. During the infra deployment, every time don't say the infrastructure, say infra. We use this only the shortened version in the real time. We don't say the infrastructure. Okay, I'm saying you the real time the manner. During an infra deployment, our playbook logs reveal sensitive API keys, API tokens. I'm sorry, API tokens. So for those API tokens, in the log, password, API keys, private keys, these all are exposed. Expose critical information. Man, please memorize this one, this line, this sentence, please. At the time of deployment, infra deployment, this is exposed. API tokens is exposed. For this reason, critical information is exposed. All kinds of critical informations. Then I have to do the no lock true, this attribute to prevent, or this feature to prevent. Which one? Name, run secret command, shell this one, secret. Last is no lock true. Please remember this one, no lock true is very much important. No underscore lock colon true. Okay, then troubleshooting. Review your logs to ensure no sensitive data is exposed. Rotate credentials immediately if late. Yeah, it's easy, How do you handle task execution based on the creation of a new EC2 key pair in Ansible? Almost same. Okay, you want to ensure that certain tasks such as saving a private key are only executed when new EC2 key pair is generated. Use conditional execution by checking the changed attribute on a previous task. Name, create EC2 key pair, EC2 key, name, region, state present, and register key pair creation. Name, save private key only if created. Copy. See, this only word is used in the Ansible various times. This is important to know. Only word is in the name. Yeah, then copy content, this variable, then destination, this path, when key pair creation dot changed. Okay, key pair creation. You registered this kind of word, right? So yeah, you have to write here again that word, then dot changed. You have to say here when. Yeah, it's done now. If the task runs unexpectedly, check whether the key pair was marked as changed by Ansible. Use verbose mode. -v is the verbose mode for more detailed task output. -v giving the verbose mode. Okay guys, so this is how many? This is 15. This 15 is more than enough. You saw same thing has coming several times, no lock true. So verbose, then state query, no lock true, state query, no lock true. Okay, so state query has come in before state present. If you say like that, I do state query before state present, man, you will be winner, man. Okay, I have said you the last time, at the last portion, because I'm closing now, the biggest trump card. Okay, that say in the Ansible, if anything is coming that for the security exposure, say that I use the feature state query first, then state present. Okay, I believe you will be hired. They will hire you with high salary. Okay. Yes, man. I have tried from my all of my knowledges. I have tried to teach you guys here. Actually, not teaching, the sharing. Whatever I faced with you guys. Don't Please don't feel me as a teacher. Just your brother. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Here is midnight in the Ohio. I have to work tomorrow. Thank you. See you again. Bye.